Hi, I'm Aletta, and in this video I'm going to give you just a quick introduction to AffiloJetpack, show you the dashboard, show you the niches, and show you how you can unlock a niche when you're ready. So right now we're here at the dashboard. These are the available niches in AffiloJetpack. These are the topics that we have. When you have unlocked a niche, you'll see that it has a little green tick in the corner. When you haven't unlocked one, it won't have a little green tick in the corner. Down the side of the page, this is where your niches will go once you have unlocked them. So these are all niches that I have unlocked, but yours will probably look more like this. These are the slots you have available, the niches that you have yet to unlock. You probably won't have as many as me, don't worry about that. And once you have unlocked a niche and set up a website, you will see it appears up here and you have access to a bunch of tools that you can use quite often when working on that website. So that will appear up there. If you click on Comparison View, we have a way for you to compare the niches. The first column is the difficulty column. Now this is just a relative difficulty. It's relative between our niches in AffiloJetpack. It doesn't mean that Hawaii travel is a horribly difficult niche and you'll never have any success in it. It just means that out of all the jetpacks that we've got here, it's one of the more difficult ones. Hawaii travel and internet marketing are more difficult ones. You can rank them by clicking on the little arrow over here, so you'll see that dating tips for women is our easiest one, followed by golf, dog training, self-help, all these ones with 3 dots. If you hold your mouse over, there's a bit of information. It says that 1 to 3 circles is good for beginners, 4 to 5 circles for more advanced users. We also have a ranking of SEO competition and PPC competition, so it depends on how you want to promote your website. You will be quite interested in looking at these. You can also rank them by clicking on the arrow. Over here you can see the number of affiliate programs that we've built into each jetpack. So these are the ones that were built into the newsletter series, built into the ebook. So you can see how many we've got there as well. Down the bottom of the page we have some questions. If you have questions, there might be an answer for you here. If there is a niche you are interested in, and I hope there is, you can click on it here on the left, or you can go back to that grid view and click on it here. So I'm going to look at one of the niches that I haven't unlocked, and there aren't many. I'm going to look at the survival niche. So when you're interested in a niche, click on it and you will get a lot more information. Now this little icon here means that it is still locked, and when you're ready to unlock it you can click up here. Don't worry, we'll give you a little warning before you unlock a niche, so you shouldn't accidentally unlock it. Now just before you unlock a niche, make sure you've looked at all the information that we provide in this section so you make a good decision. We can't offer exchanges if you change your mind, so just choose carefully. Now this page is the niche analysis overview page. You can see why it's been given those dots in the previous screen. It's a bit of an explanation here that tells you a bit more about the niche. There is a seasonal interest graph thing here. Some of our niches have more seasonal patterns than others. This one's reasonably static, slight peak around April. This section down here is quite interesting. It's a general overview of the niche, so you'll probably want to read this. Some of the other things we provide in this section are sub-niche suggestions, authority blogs and authority forums in this niche, and specific promotion methods. This will become available once you unlock the niche. You can't see it just yet, but when it is unlocked it is quite useful. Some of the more competitive niches, like those ones with the more dots, you would really benefit by choosing from a sub-niche. It makes it easier to tackle. So we have given you some good sub-niche ideas inside this section here. Down here we have specific promotion methods for this niche. In addition to the normal tricks that you would expect, there are some tricks that work particularly well in different niches. So we've given you some of those ideas in here as well. And then we have the authority forums and the authority blogs, which are useful when you come to market your website. Also inside this niche you can have a look at the affiliate products that we have built into the newsletters and ebooks. You're very welcome to click on any of these and go and have a look at the product. It will take you to the affiliates area, or it will take you to the sales page. This one took me to the sales page, so you can have a look at those. If you click on newsletters, we have given you some sample subject lines from the newsletter sequence that you get with this niche, and there is also a sample newsletter, so you can have a look at the quality of the newsletter in this niche. You can view the full newsletter down there. Scrolling back up, if you click on ebooks, you can see the ebooks that we will provide you with when you unlock this niche. These are useful for getting those people to sign up for your newsletter sequence. And you can click on see an example squeeze page to see an example squeeze page. When you unlock the niche, we will provide you with all this text as well, all that lovely salesy text that can be difficult to write. We'll just give that to you as well, so it's quite useful. If you click here on site header graphics, you can see some of the graphics that we will provide you with as well. If you click on this barely visible little tick box over here, you can see what it will look like with some text on there, and then just scroll through to see examples of the header graphics that we will provide you with. You can use these in your website. Affilitheme is our custom WordPress theme that your website will be automatically set up with when you build it. This page just has a bit of information about Affilitheme. If you click on content ideas, these are those content cheat sheets that you can use to build your articles. And here you'll see the subjects of those content cheat sheets, and there is an example content cheat sheet down here so you can see what it looks like. The content cheat sheets are really good because they contain all the research that you need for creating an article. You don't use these as is, you just use them as the basis for your articles. And you can just provide them to a writer and tell them to write an article. Here's the research. It's quite handy. If you need help choosing a writer, we have some recommended writers down the bottom. You can also see recommended writers by clicking on the recommended writers tab. And these are writers that meet our criteria and we think are quite good. What we would recommend you do is create a job in Elance and then invite all these writers to post a bid. These are mostly writers that come from Elance. Now if you click on keyword data over here, once you unlock the niche, we will give you access to a massive spreadsheet full of keyword data. If you're familiar with Traffic Travis, this is basically the same information that comes from Traffic Travis, but because we make Traffic Travis, we've been able to do it on a massive scale, so it's a lot faster and easier than doing it all in Traffic Travis yourself. What I would do is have a look at these keywords and use it to find keywords that I want to investigate a little bit further. But you can see we've got 3,000 keywords there, so it's a really good starting place. Another tool that's really handy is if you click on Link Finder. Link Finder is probably one of the most useful tools in Affilitools. It's extremely powerful. What it does is it finds you websites that seem to be open to exchanging links with other websites, whether that's through guest blogging or article submission, or they have a recommended resources section or something like that. It'll basically scour the web for those kinds of websites in your niche. So it's a really useful thing when you come to build links to your website. You can access it through Affilitools, which is separate, but if you click on this, it will take you to Affilitools. You can have a free membership, a free basic membership with one website, so that will be quite useful too. Once you have unlocked a niche, you also have access to this thing down here, the Jetpack community. Now these are fake people at the moment because we haven't opened it up yet, but what you can do is find other AffiloJetpack members who are also working on this niche and find people who you might want to do link exchanges or guest posting or JV partnerships with. It's just a good way of doing your networking. So that's all the content that you get in this niche. Once you unlock a niche, all these sections will become full of the information that you can use for building your website. Once you've finished looking at this topic, you can return to your dashboard by clicking on Jetpack Dashboard at the top. And if you need help with anything, we have a help section over here too. Now the last thing I want to show you is what it looks like once you have unlocked a niche. Once you unlock a niche, you will get this message here. It says, "Great choice! You've unlocked this jetpack. Cool. And this is where you can start building your website, and we'll have a separate video that will walk you through that. So go have a look around, choose a niche, and I'll see you in the next video.